O.C.G and I'm here playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Want to keep the London vibe going.
The past is your playground. Abstergo.
Hello, Initiate. Recently, Abstergo Historical Research began several new projects in London. We both know that when Abstergo makes big moves, the Templars are up to something. We think they're hot on the trail of a new piece of Eden. I've got people in London looking for it.
Hey, Bishop! Jacob and Evie Fry are twins. How awesome is that?
Speak of the devil. Fire up your cameras, Bex. I've got picture. ETA on the payload.
Sending it now.
A lot to sift through. I'm gonna get the Initiates on it ASAP.
You look weird with a weapon. Let's plant a little bug and see what we can see. Got something. Isabel Ardant has a meeting here in a few hours. Doesn't say with who.
Doesn't say with whom, Rebecca. I suppose it's down to Muggins here to find out.
Hold on. The mission was to find data to locate a piece of Eden in London.
We did.
And now, I am eager to try this new kit.
I don't like it when those two go off book like this. All we can do is take a deep breath and move forward. You'll be searching for the piece of Eden through the lives of Jacob and Evie Fry, twin assassins who operated in Victorian London. Your first set of genetic memories are downloaded. Good luck.
Brother George, it is as I feared. London has fallen. Thrice I have written to you begging your aid. Thrice you've responded with silence. And yet I write again. So desperate my need, so few my options. I need you. London needs you. You would say it is too great of a task, or that it is not yet time to strike. Patience, you would counsel. But whilst you wait, the Templars consolidate their power. They have chosen a Grand Master so ruthless, so thorough, one might think Reginald Birch himself had returned. His name is Crawford Starrick, and he intends to rule the world. There is no aspect of society he does not control, no industry that escapes his grim touch. By day, it is corrupt merchants and venal politicians who hold court. Come night, a vicious street gang known as the Blighters strikes terror in the hearts of all. There is no business untainted by his poison, no person unexploited, be it by duplicity or force. Our enemy has designs on the highest office of them all. And so, as you look inward, and dare I say it, afraid, Crawford Starrick's ambition is fixed on the beyond, to kingdoms and continents as yet unconquered, though not for long, for he knows, as I have warned you time and time again, whosoever controls London controls the world.
Ferris Ironworks, Croydon, 1868.
The iron ship's from here. The Templar running things is Rupert Ferris and our target 1. Target 2 is Sir David Brewster, who's got his hands on a bauble that could ruin us in this wretched war. Think you both can handle it?
What a question. All right. My mistake.
Ladies and gentlemen, the unstoppable Fry twins. See them nightly at Covent Garden.
George, honestly, I've studied the plans of the laboratory and have every route covered.
And I've got all I need right here. I'll extend your regards to Ferris.
Chat later, George. We've a train to catch.
Jacob! Evie! May the greed guide you, you vagrants!
Poor man, more afraid than ever. The years have not been kind.
B.B. Fry, where did you get it from?
The same place as you, Jacob.
Have fun.
Don't die.
How long does he intend to go on like this? He's disrupting the other workers. Set his traps and get the machine fixed. And send me some laudanum for my head.
Coming right up.
Yeah, I gotta...
Locked.
What do you think you're doing?
No one goes in or out, unless there's a problem.
I hold the machines. That door opens, and I have my route to Ferris. Always welcome to fly.
What's all that about? Something's going on.
This has one of my favorite settings in probably any Assassin's Creed game. I don't know how familiar you are with Assassin's Creed, but I'm a huge fan of the series. When I was 11 years old, we saw a trailer for Assassin's Creed on the Xbox Marketplace, and it was one of our favorite trailers, and it blew us away, and we got it. My dad got it from Blockbuster. It was back when Blockbuster was still going, so now I feel ancient, and it fucking blew me away, and I pretty much played every single Assassin's Creed game and own every single main Assassin's Creed game. There's some handheld ones that I don't fucking give a shit about, but, like, every main Assassin's Creed game I own.
What's all this? Which one
sanitary inspector. This man is dead.
You're the dead man! Run along home. Here we go! Teach you how to beg for mercy. Well done! This fight should last. This ain't good. Oh, good lord. Take what you want from me. I'll do anything. I understand your concerns. That you are being mistreated. You're frustrated with your lot in life.
Ferris, I'm coming.
The lives of all men. But they are certainly no excuse for all this.
Time to head for higher ground.
Tell you again.
No, you won't.
What's going on? Maybe you'll change your attitude if I come over there.
Kept jabbering on about it all bleeding afternoon. Couldn't shut you up any more than I could get you off the brandy. You could say that again. The boys had to carry you back to the yard.
No. Fuck. Damn it.
What'd you do that for?
Abigail Smith. Jasper Robertson.
We're gonna break you kiddies in.
Layla Cox. Once I've named you, move out of the way. Harvey Walker. Lewis Morgan. Trevor Ward.
Mr. Ferris, sir. The lad in the factory should be taken to be bandaged by the apothecary.
Fine. But dock his wages.
Yes, sir.
God. And there was a shit ton of child labor in Victorian times. That's the reason why we have laws against that shit now. It's because this shit here.
Shall we arrive at a final price, Mr. Ferris?
Like, people make jokes about it, but it happened a lot. Yeah.
Pleased to inform you that I have managed to secure a source of iron ore that will continue to generate a steady profit for many a year to come, and provide the raw material to build several new trains. I expect a knighthood for this. No, don't write that.
But not like it did here, where it was widespread, and it was like everybody was doing child labor.
Done. Oh? What did you accomplish, boy? A bolt loosened in Starrick's machine. A large bolt. But not enough.
Your Grandmaster will fall.
You assassins can circle London to your heart's content. The mechanism we have built has been going strong for 100 years, and will run 1,000 more. It is the very city itself.
We will take London from your hands.
From Croydon. You lurk in the shadows like a coward. I doubt it.
And believe it or not, what's funny is, as bad as global warming is, the worst year for global warming was actually during the 1800s. That's not to say that global warming doesn't exist, but what it means is back then, in the 1800s, we had no regulations whatsoever, like not even slightly.
We seem to have made an unscheduled stop.
Oh, okay.
Maybe next time I'll walk.
Yard. Guard quarters. Brewster's laboratory. This is where the piece of Eden will be located. No loose ends. Now, to decouple the locomotive and create a diversion.
Well, where is it? Huh?
They're both twins, but they're totally opposite. Jacob is more of a bare-knuckle brawler and a more kind of fly-by-your-pants kind of guy. And Evie is more like analytical, overthink everything kind of.
Who's that?
Time to deploy the diversion. I'm on my way, Sir David. Hello, boys. Smells like Jacob's cooking. That should keep you busy while I head into your lab. Follow me down the tracks.
You stay here.
Keep a lookout.
All right. I'll shout if I get any bother.
First for a bird's eye view. Can't be too careful.
I need 2 more weeks with the device.
Your questionable practices are beginning to draw unwanted attention. You have been given more than enough time to achieve results, Sir David.
I was unaware that you expected me to perform like a cocker spaniel.
Permit me to remind you of your obligation to the Order.
Miss Thorne, you ride me like a racehorse.
Sir David, I will return tomorrow. If you have not unlocked the device's secrets, forget your dogs and horses. I will leave you to the wolves. Good day.
I was merely promised a tour of the premises, my lords.
Who's sent here?
One of Green's spies.
Get that man to interrogation. Then I want him brought to the lab.
What a pity. But no deviations from the mission.
Oh shit.
There's a man in Parliament.
Nearly there.
Oh, give me a break.
Let's run then! You want a piece of me? This is your last bout! It's over!
Where is Brewster's laboratory? All reconnaissance pointed straight here. A secret laboratory?
What do you wish me to elaborate upon, my lord? I am all ears.
I will take them too if you do not answer.
Ah, thank you kindly. I was in ever such a squeaky fix when, what do you know? You rescue me.
Where's the hidden laboratory?
Untie me, and then we can parley, my lady.
I'm pressed for time. Tell me now.
It's underground. Requires a key. One of the guards nicked mine, cheeky sod.
Thank you.
Now? Untie me?
You got yourself in. I trust you can get yourself out again.
Not to worry, my lady. Can still recall a couple of tricks from me carnival days.
Charming.
In your pocket, or else Miss Stone will have your guts for garters.
Let's have a butcher's downstairs then. I want to see that artifact.
Not if you value your life. She's not allowed in here! I'll tear you apart!
Got it.
you keep to your work. Really? Mind your own business and get back to work.
Really? Are you gonna fucking climb up the ladder? Jesus. What the fuck is it?
Stop her!
It's okay.
There you are. The entrance to Bruce's lab.
Punky! Punky Brewster! Oh, Punky.
Back on track.
No, it can't. So do as you're bloody told. And by the way, it's sir to you.
The blokes are knackered, sir. Someone's gonna get hurt.
Man, that lighting is beautiful. Are you still awake, Mary? Mary! Oh, oui, oui, Mary!
But it'll become unstable, sir. You heard what Miss Thorne said. We need results now.
Okay, 1 second. I'm glad you're here. You let me do my final ritual. Today is the day. I know I said that a couple days ago, but it just didn't pan out. But today is the day. I can feel it. I can feel it, Mary. Can you feel it? Can you feel me? Can you feel me inside you? Okay. This is the last part of the last ritual. Please, God, don't count it as me. Break my promise, count it as the last part of the last ritual. I don't have that. Please don't. Alright. Sorry. I've been calling because of my OCD. Hey, got things to do my son's deal him. One, two, three, four, five, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 77! Okay. I'm almost done, sorry. Oh, God. Right now it is 2:31. At 2:52, I'm done. 2:52, I'm done. Okay. Papa, papa, ooh, mow, mow. Papa, ooh, mow, mow. Papa, ooh, mow, mow. Sorry about that. I know it, so it's making you see that. It's just, it helps me cope if somebody else is there to witness it, so I know. Otherwise, I start to have uncertainties like, oh, did I really do it? And then my OCD fucking gnaws at me. Tonight at midnight, Horizon Zero Dawn Rematch comes out. I'll be streaming that at launch. Hopefully you'll be there. Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, I absolutely love the lighting right here. They take what could be a very simple tunnel sequence. It's dingy and the lighting really elevates it.
It is time to lay down your head, Sir David Brewster.
But I have so much more to discover.
Do not be afraid.
I'm not. God will protect me.
I will continue your experiment.
You will not stop, Starrick. Miss Thorne has already found another piece of Eden, more powerful than the last.
I will take that one too.
We fight to gain what we cannot take with us. It's in our nature.
And normally they wipe they took a feather and wiped it in the blood of the enemy. So I thought it was a cool Victorian twist that they use a handkerchief.
I have to get out of here now. Keep going. That was far too close. I must find a way out.
God, I would hate to be stuck like that underground in such a tiny space. Fuck me. That's the kind of claustrophobic spaces that would make... That's a type of tight space that would make me claustrophobic. This Assassin's Creed also has one of the best soundtracks in the entire series. Like, by far. There's one tune in particular that I love so much that I saved it on my phone.
What explosion?
Evie?
Piece of Eden detonated and took the lab with it.
The magic lump of hyperbolic metal. I'm shocked.
Simply because you have never valued the pieces does not
All
mean...
went according to plan.
There was a slight complication.
How slight?
The lab exploded.
Jacob.
You derailed a train.
Oh, he did. Did he?
Well, the train derailed and I happened to be on it. I killed my target.
Brewster is also no more.
Then all in all, a successful mission in spite of you two.
What about London?
What about it?
We're wasting our time out here.
You know as well as I do that London has been the domain of the Templars for the last 100 years. They are far too strong yet. Patience.
The Templars have found a new piece of Eden.
Sir David is dead. They do not know how to use it. The Council should guide us. Sound advice that your father would have seconded.
God damn these.
I shall see you back in Crawley.
And they say, fuck that, we're going to London.
The gentle sound of opportunity passing us by.
So what's stopping us? London is waiting to be liberated. Forget Crawley.
Father would have wanted us to listen.
Oh, Father. You could continue his legacy in London.
Freeing future generations from a city ruled by Templars. You know, Jacob Fry, you might just be right.
Then shall we?
Yes.
To London!
Onward to London.
But, like, as far as time periods for Assassin's Creed go, Victorian London is fantastic. You have all these modern innovations like electricity, industry, but you also, it's rusty, it's dirty, it still feels, even by comparison, it's the beginning of the modern world, but still not quite there. You have the grime, but the glitz and the glamour of high society, the Victorian cult, like, it's such a great setting with so many different, like, nuances.
Call Dr. Grammatica.
Come on. Where is Isabel? What a lovely surprise.
Our mutual friends will be here shortly to search for the artifact. Once it's located, I'll let you know.
Super. Always a pleasure.
Prick.
It's people like you that give historians a bad name.
I'm afraid I don't have time for you today, Mr. Hastings.
Thank you for making my job easy.
Oh, shit.
It does look grim.
Master Berg, Agent Acosta. Deal with them, please.
Move it!
Hunt them down!
All they had to do was wait for you to search the data. Their little stunt has put the whole operation at risk. You need to synchronize Jacob and Evie's memories. Find something that puts us ahead of the enemy. Time is of the essence, and lives are now clearly on the line. Good luck.
Whitechapel, London.
I've never seen so many people all at once.
Churning seas of London. It's just the way Father described. Now, to find Henry Green and formulate a plan of attack against the Templars.
Is Mr. Green again?
The assassin watching over London? Did you not listen the first 3 times?
Listen to what?
Oi, watch it.
Beg pardon, sir.
Oi! Come back here, you filthy dipper!
I was like, yeah, I'm happy to be in London. Boom. Instantly gets pickpocketed.
you little mobsman. Keep it. Well, well. What do we have here? You're on our property. You regret that!
Excellent. What else does London have to offer?
Now is not the time for tourism, Jacob. Now's the time to find Henry Green. I've always been the quicker climber, haven't I?
Not since we were 2.
Race you to the highest vantage point. You're going to lose again.
Not on my watch.
Where is Mr. Green's shop located? It was marked on Father's map.
2 assassins. Equal in height. 1 female, 1 male.
And then
2 decades old. And those devilish smiles. You must be the Fry twins.
And you are?
Henry Green, at your service. I was sorry to learn about your father's passing.
Thank you.
What can you tell us about Crawford Starrick?
I suppose the Council desires news.
London must be freed, to provide a better future for all of its citizens.
Well, thank goodness the Council saw reason and sent you to aid us.
Yes. Thank goodness.
Unfortunately, I am the bearer of bad news. Today, Starrick sits at the helm of the most sophisticated Templar infrastructure known in the Western world. Every class, every borough, the gangs, the industries. His reach extends all across London.
I always thought of myself as a gang leader. Firm, but fair. Huh. Well, I have uniforms. And I'll unite a mix of disenfranchised outsiders under one name. That's it, Evie. We can rally them to our side.
Oh, like the way that you rallied those card players at the Oakbrook Tavern into the river.
Oh, that was different. They beat me at whist. I can see it now. We'll call ourselves the Rooks.
You were never good at chess either.
Have you got a better plan?
Find the piece of Eden.
Oh.
Well, let me show you the lay of the land. Shall we?
The best way to see any landscape is from above.
Look at what Starrick has done to the city. Whitechapel is riddled with crime. Child labor, despite regulations. A gang known as the Blighters overruns the streets. And Templars manipulating behind the scenes. As in all the other boroughs, we need to return this city to the people who built it in the first place.
We will free London from Starrick. You have my word.
And my Rooks.
Miss Fry, your passion is inspiring. Come. Let us return to my shop, and I can bring you up to date on the rest.
Woo!
quiet. Kalok's looking for me.
Who's Kalok?
One of Starrick's gang leaders.
Why does he want you?
He's after some of my more arcane research into one of the precursor artifacts.
The Piece of Eden.
So tell me about these blighters.
In search of an army, Starrick gathered up the nastiest of the underworld. Some of the city's gangs tried to prevent it and were slaughtered for their efforts. Now, only Whitechapel's clinkers remain opposed, but they're no match for the blighters.
Well, let's shine these clinkers up then, shall we? They're just the sort we're looking for.
You can't be serious.
Evie, they're ready to fight and oppose the blighters. This is my chance to step in. Look out, London. Here come the rooks.
And it's Charles Dickens.
Found this city. No one looks without going.
Literally, it's Charles Dickens.
Bloody Drood. I'll never finish it at this rate.
Hey, which funny joke? He just said bloody Drood. I'll never finish it at this rate. Edwin Drood, or The Mystery of Edwin Drood, was Charles Dickens' last novel, and he infamously died before he could finish it.
Only Providence knows where those words
Because he wrote serials, so he would write them in monthly installments. So he died halfway through the story.
Headed now. Well, I must get to work replacing them. Should you ever be in the mood for a tale or two, you can always find me where the ale is warm and tempers are hot. Ta-ta!
He's also kind of a douchebag.
What an odd man.
That Mr. Fry was Charles Dickens. Knows everyone and everything in the city. If I were you, I would keep that connection in your back pocket. Kalok's gang is nearby. They must not follow me back to my shop.
We'll take care of it.
Here. You might be able to use this.
Oh God, I hope so.
My carriage is nearby. Make use of it to throw them off my trail. I will meet you at the curio shop.
No, yeah, you can drive carriages in this game.
Let's go. We need to lead them away from Green. Here comes trouble.
Their carriages are easily damaged. Kalok will rue the day.
Now to return to Mr. Green.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You're relentless.
That relentlessness will see me become master when we finish this.
George would do nothing of the sort. Whatever's left of the Creed would perish under your control.
Harsh words, dear sister.
I do hope Mr. Green made it back safely.
Don't tell me you fancy the bloke already.
And what do you suggest we do if our #1 source of information turns up dead?
Starrick can't be that hard to find. I say we turn the carriage round and go find him.
This is why you aren't in charge.
That's a good one.
Okay. One, two, three. Go!
Did you give them the slip?
We gave them more than that.
Who are all these people?
Over the years, I have established a number of connections across the city.
Splendid. We'll need focused aid.
Focused aid. We take over Starrick's gangs, we cripple his control.
You're not aiming high enough. Starrick has influence in every branch of society. We need to match it.
I see what you're saying, Evie. We need the rooks.
You are not starting a gang called the Rooks.
I believe I may have an idea of my own. We will need the police to turn a blind eye to activities. My ally in the force, Sergeant Aberline. I've heard he's a master of disguise. Next up, urchins.
Urchins?
Urchins. Children make for excellent spies.
Clara O'Day.
Smart as a whip, that one. Finally, you would be wise to remember that Starrick never acts alone. There are gang leaders in every borough. You'll meet them soon enough, no doubt. Rexford Kalok. known for his ability to vanish before your very eyes.
Should we make him vanish for real?
I suppose.
One moment. A Templar target you might want to look into. Be cautious. It's rough out there.
No, don't worry about me, Greenie. I can handle a few thugs.
What's the plan then, oh mighty planner?
You're the one with the grand ideas. The gangs, the fights, even the outfits you'll wear. Perhaps you should lead the way.
Doing fine. If you insist. Who's a good horse? You are. Steady on.
How many crates do we have left to distribute?
Only about a dozen, sir.
Excellent. Soon all of London's blighters will be armed to the teeth.
No bobbies in sight.
Good. Distribute the dynamite then, and carefully.
Very good, sir.
We want this to come into the blighters' hands without harm. No mi-
You still awake, Mary?
You're right.
What do you think about this game so far, Mary?
What's happening here?
See what I mean?
We'll see about that.
Get that bastard!
Not before here. Must be one of the clinkers. Good place to start.
What could that be?
Must be one of the clinkers. Good place to start.
Fuck. Hold on. Shit, I'm gonna quit and restart because I failed the optional objective. I'm trying to get that. There's another Assassin's Creed I could also play, Mary. Assassin's Creed Liberation. That is, I think you would like that too. It's set in, Louisiana, New Orleans, and the Bayou during the, American Revolution. And it's an Assassin's Creed game that not a lot of people played, but it's fantastic.
You're gonna be so sorry!
What's he doing here?
Must be one of the clinkers. Good place to start.
it.
Yeah!
You seem to want my employer's attention, Mr. Fry.
Oh, I positively crave it. But you'll do for now.
As you like.
If you're tired, you can go to sleep, Mary. I don't want to keep you up and ruin your shit. Well, I know I'm good.
Best in the old city. You have a pleasant day now.
Yeah, how does it feel? How does it feel, Mary?
What is this place?
It's nice to meet you both at last. This is Babylon Alley. Here we make it our business to know the streets and provide children with the opportunity to control their own destinies.
Clara. Mr. Green said we might be able to help one another.
In exchange for our services, we ask a small favor.
Well, why not? You seem to have taken most of my money. Why not take a small favor, too?
There are several factories about the city that are powered almost entirely by child labor. Those children work long hours with little pay, and most are not permitted even to leave the factory grounds. They suffer terribly. I need you to save them.
A small favor.
In return, we offer you intelligence, something you clearly need.
Now, hold on a minute.
I'm late for an appointment. What are these terms?
We accept.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, she's like, I'm late for business, and it's her playing fucking dice. But these child factories are really cool, for one, because, I mean, you get to liberate children, doesn't get more cooler than that. For two, the light, and for three, the music is really good. Really takes what could be an ordinary thing and really elevates it, you'll see.
No good will come of that. You mark my words. You want a hand, Davy?
Here we go.
She shouldn't be here.
There's a trespasser there! You're dead!
Hush now. Don't worry.
You're awful grown up, ain't you?
Stop her! I hope your prayers are in order.
It's all right.
So much, Lee.
Well, if you want to go to sleep, go to sleep. Woo! This game also has a really fucking awesome surprise hidden in it.
I don't see.
About halfway through the game, you can find an optional time rift, and it takes you to another time period. It takes you to 1916 London, like during World War I. And you play as Jacob's granddaughter. God damn, please give me dude. Yeah, it feels like this way. And it's not like a game within a game, but it's like a full sequence in another time period. So it's really cool to see like the District of London get redone in World War I, and you actually talk to Winston Churchill. God damn, please give me
Well, we tried.
I may know a thing or two about that splendid fellow you're talking about.
What's this?
Are you trying to blow the gaff? What?
Sergeant Appeline, at your service. I presume you're the Fry twins Green mentioned.
I was expecting you to be a policeman.
I was expecting you to be discreet.
Henry Green said that you could help us go unnoticed.
This is how it will work. I will give you the names of criminal gang members. You will bring them back to me. Quietly.
Oh, we'll be as quiet as an old lady. A very hairy, strange old lady that looks a lot like a policeman.
Now, whatever you do, try to remain within the bounds of the law. For my sake.
What are you moving to machine?
Get off me!
I'd rather
Piss
not
off!
hurt you. Don't think I won't.
Oi!
Shut your gob. Meet my blade.
What is it that you think I've done?
Collecting rent from people who don't owe you a shilling.
Yeah, me and half the richies in this bloody city. You gonna kidnap them too?
Maybe, but I'm starting with you. That's a girl.
Yeah!
Keep moving. Let's go.
We'll be glad to see him behind bars. Thank you.
Oh, and there's such cool shit. Like, this is just the first district, and arguably the worst district. There's, like, an entire district of this game that's set on the river Thames. And that always killed me that they call it the Thames, even though it's spelled Thames, whatever. But there's hundreds of boats, and it's like a district of the map that's moving. It's fucking wild. I'm not doing it justice, but it's really fucking cool.
Nothing but the highest quality goods.
It's not a desk.
And you're about to see another really cool thing this game has in it that no other Assassin's Creed before or after it has ever had. Shit. God. Oh fuck! Wow, they police brutality. No, let's try that again.
Doing fine.
That's the way. Whoa, easy. Be mindful of your driving.
Steady on.
And everybody's giving me for doing my fucking SS. Hey, looking for my shit fucking SS, doing my deals and anything.
There you are.
And everybody's giving me for doing my fucking
All that
SS.
stands between you and Whitechapel is the villain controlling the
God
money.
everybody's giving me for doing my sense of deals and do them.
You settled the claim for territory.
God everybody's giving me for doing them. God everybody's giving me for doing them. God everybody's giving me for doing them. Just looking for my fucking anxiety.
Assassin Christmas.
God everybody's giving me for doing them. God everybody's giving me for doing them. Look, God everybody's giving me for doing them.
Gather your hands.
A cookery. Or cookery, however you want to say it. I always wanted to try one of those. Oh my god, my cat won't stop fucking with the door. Come on.
Mr. Rexford Kaylock has agreed to your terms and waits for you at the Whitechapel train station. He's bet his train on the fight.
No Kaylock.
Ah, fuck. Yep. No! And now we get his grappling hook.
Oh well, at least we have a train.
Well, we're about to.
It's not all bad.
And then he's gonna do. Fuck. I'm gonna get you, Echo. I'm gonna eat you.
Whitechapel is no longer in the hands of the Blighters.
You now have the chance to join our ranks. We welcome all who would stand up to Starrick and his cutthroats.
Welcome to the Rooks.
Ah, you bastard. I'd rather throw myself to the tracks than run Bertha another mile for that doty ball bag.
Kaylock? He's left the station.
Well, hello, fancy pants. And who might you
I'm
two
Evie
be?
Fry, and this is my brother, Jacob Fry.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Agnes McBean.
A delight.
McBean.
I thought I was getting a promotion. I suppose I'm out of work now.
Come work for us instead.
I won't bile your heat. You pay better than scraps?
I'm sure we can at least match that.
Then may I present to you Agnes and Bertha, lady and locomotive, at your service. I'll be in the next car.
A hideout on the rails. What an excellent idea.
Yes, it all worked out rather well. Now, I would like to
Wow, that's a glitch.
Jacob? Is this serious?
I'm not doing anything until this gets fixed.
I believe I know someone who can help with that.
I knew you would, Greenie.
Oh, not the worst glitch in the world, but it is surprising. Oh, okay, to speak with Agnes.
You know, a mite of money goes a mickle bit in this city. Think of the power of good you can do with the purse you bring. You talk of a store in London. Well, now's your chance. That there map shows who to speak to. Old friends, if you will. Give 'em a whiff of that sterling, and maybe you can save us all from having to lay down our knife and fork afore we're ready. Enough shop talk. Believe Mr. Green said there was someone he wanted you to meet.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, yeah, this is how I get the grappling hook, so I'll do that next. Because you get the grappling hook and it's fucking awesome. It used to be, actually. They fixed it, sometime last year. They waited and waited and waited, thinking Sony would do it, because it was a problem on Sony's side. It wasn't a problem with the game, it was a problem with backwards compatibility. But Sony didn't, and so many people pestered Ubisoft, they said fuck it, and they stepped in and fixed it. Now it's the best version, because Oh god, have you talked to Steph lately? Do you hear about the shit that he's on now? Well, apparently, that girlie he's been talking to was diddled by a kitty diddler, and he's just gotta save her, and he's just gotta prove it. I'm just like, bro, come on. Not this shit again. And that's why he didn't have time to talk to me. That's why he didn't have time to say sorry. He's just so busy trying to Chris Hansen his way into her pants. And I'm like, even if that's true, which we don't know that is true. You've known this chick like less than 2 weeks, bro.
Blast them.
Alec, whatever is the matter?
I have been intercepting nothing but poppycock propaganda about soothing syrup and whatnot. No, I swear to high heavens, if Starrick's monopoly continues...
Alec, I beg your pardon. These are friends of mine. Evie Fry.
And you know they're not gonna end well.
Oh, Alexander Graham Bell.
Linguist, inventor, and technical expert. Alec, I have something of a favor to ask you.
Can you fix this?
Oh,
Oh, it looks like the casing's cracked. Oh, comes apart. I see. Could have used one of these to fit my fuses on top of Big Ben.
Alec is installing a new telegraph line for our Free Press Association.
To combat the Starrick Telegraph Company. Now, if I can mend the fuses connecting independent lines from Big Ben, Starrick will be weakened. Only we are somewhat at a handicap. And... there. Oh, I've removed the mechanism, so it may work with your bracer. I'll put it to use immediately.
Jacob, wait. Mr. Bell, allow me to help you with your fuses.
Oh, you will not find me too proud to accept Miss Fry. Oh, we can use my carriage, if you'd be so good as to hold the reins, though.
I'll take that.
I can help you.
Yeah, except in Mass Effect, you have to be in the Kamiko a considerably longer period.
You really ought to.
So, Mr. Bell, what inventions are you concocting?
I intend to develop a phonetic telegraph that does not just convey dots and dashes, Miss Fry, but the human voice.
Phonetic telegraph? Sounds a bit of a mouthful. You could just call it a telephone.
Telephone? How bizarre. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, the press has become entirely dependent on the Starrick Telegraph Company.
Which is why Mr. Green has asked you to set up a free line.
Yes, what is more...
They honestly did a massively good job with the Legendary Edition. Once again, I have to give EA props. Okay, they dramatically overhauled the graphics, the faces, the lighting, the textures, the foliage. They dramatically overhauled the gameplay, especially Mass Effect 1. I mean, to the point where they overhauled the entire shooting in the first game, completely overhauled it, redesigned the jobs, the skills, upgraded the leveling. Like, they put a huge amount of work into the Legendary Edition, and it is by far the best way.
And they have little means of finding any broken fuses, which are
To be found on top of Big Ben.
Correct. Especially as one needs a special government pass to get through the guards.
They will not be a problem. I'll repair the fuses.
And I mean, that wasn't just a simple graphical overhaul either. I mean, it was a massive, massive gameplay improvement. Especially Mass Effect 1, but in all three of them, honestly. Hold on, I'm loading up my thing to see what you're saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to understand, Mass Effect 1 was made when cover shooters, third-person cover shooters were still very new. And it was one of the first cover shooters on 360. 2, it was made by a studio that had no experience with shooters. This is BioWare. They'd only done, Baldur's Gate, the original Baldur's Gate, Knights of the Republic, and Jade Empire. None of the games that had gunplay. And it was one of the first games to use Unreal Engine 3. And they were actually working on it before it was finalized, so they were using a prototype version with a lot of issues. So, yeah, Mass Effect is great, but it's really rough around the edges. And the Legendary Edition goes a long way to shoring down those issues. But I still think Mass Effect 2 is the best, for my money. Yeah. Which they fixed all those problems in Mass Effect 2. There is no Mako in Mass Effect 2. There's a lot more good side missions. Like, all of the all of the party member missions are fucking awesome.
Lovely view.
So... Oh, hey, viewpoint. I love the fucking River Tim in this. So good. Hey, Alex, what's going on, man? Yeah, I was gonna say, the Order is pretty good if you know what you're getting into. It's a short, linear, story-driven game. It's not gonna take you long to beat. Took me about 7.5 hours. You could probably blow through it faster if you're just skipping through. But if you know that it's a short story-driven shooter, you think you have a good time, and you can now get it for really cheap, like under $10. So, it being short isn't really that big of a deal anymore, where you can get it for pretty cheap used. And on sale digitally. So... And I agree with you, Max. I definitely think that just about every problem that I have with Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2 fixed, which is why it's my favorite. And I absolutely love the fact that it's the end game is a suicide mission. I absolutely love the fact that it's a suicide mission where people can really die. Every single party member, including Shepard, can die at the end, or every single party member can make it depending on your choices. It really, really gives the end game a series of stakes, because you not only know that you're affecting this game, but the next game. Because everybody that you let survive in Mass Effect 2 will pop up in 3. And it takes a lot of the side activities and makes them a lot more meaningful, because it's like, oh, me buying this upgrade in my ship isn't just a superfluous upgrade. It's actually going to help make sure people survive at the end. And you have to actually think about what you're doing, which I thought was dope. You know what I mean? Like, if you put somebody who's not a combat specialist in a combat role, they're gonna die. So it's like, okay, you do this, you have to go here. Like, it's awesome. And, like, the actual mission... Oh, God. And the actual mission is super awesome. And has tons and tons of cool parts. So they spend the entire game building up to that final mission, and then it doesn't disappoint. It is suitably fucking epic. So, you know, and it's just like, I just love all the different choices, and the Elusive Man is one of my all-time favorite characters, not just in Mass Effect, but in any game. And I absolutely love all of the conversations and confrontations that he has with Shepard. They really go into shades of gray and doing stuff for the greater good, and am I working with the good, with the proper good guy or not? And he's just incredibly well voice acted, and it's like, you're like, I can't get a read on this guy. Is he? Yeah. He's like, am I getting a read on this guy right? And then I just like the party members better. Jacob is awesome. Garrus comes back and is cooler. Talia is cooler. Jack is a fucking awesome love interest. You get that awesome assassin. Fuck, I can't remember his name. It'll come to me. Thade? He's like a fish dude. He's super fucking cool. Thane. I'm sorry. Thane. They show the darker, less clean parts of the galaxy in Mass Effect 2. Which I like a hell of a lot more, because it reminds me more of like Cyberpunk or Blade Runner than a static, clean thing. Like I told you before, I may have told you before, one of the reasons why I don't get into sci-fi as much as I could, yeah, Mass Effect 2 is, yeah, like I said, it's my favorite by far. It is almost perfect. I have very few complaints with Mass Effect 2. But, one of the problems that causes me to not get into sci-fi as much as I could is a lot of sci-fi is too clean and cynical. Or, clinical, I'm sorry, clinical. It's all, like, white feng shui areas and all, you know, clean tiles, and I don't like that. Like, I like the areas that have personality, dirt, dinginess. That's why something like Cyberpunk will always stand out to me a lot more than, say, you know, like the Citadel in Mass Effect, because it feels real, lived in, dirty, dingy. Like, it doesn't have to be pristine, but I'm just not a big fan of the sleek, white aesthetic that most sci-fi uses these days, you know what I mean? Where it's just square, angular buildings that are white. I'll take fucking Cyberpunk or Blade Runner any day over that. Yeah. Well, yeah, because, like, Mass Effect 3 is when shit really goes down. Everybody's kind of getting fucked over, like... There are times when Mass Effect 3 is almost fucking post-apocalyptic. Like, the shit on Earth, it gets really bad. And I don't really agree with people's hatred of the ending of Mass Effect 3, which I'm not going to go into spoilers because Alex hasn't played any of the Mass Effect games and I've suggested them to him before. But, you know, it basically has 3 variations, or 3 main versions, and while that pisses some people off, it has 3 main versions and then thousands of variables, so it still does take into account what you did. So it doesn't really bother me. Same as how Mass Effect has a fixed beginning, it has a fixed ending.
Continue with the installation of the
Got
new
it.
line.
If there's anything else I can do to help.
Please do come and visit.
Oh, I was toying with this device and have noted down the formula for you. It's not perfect yet, but by golly, it works.
Maybe a little too well.
I absolutely love this, man. Like, this river is open and, like, it's filled with hundreds of boats. Which is not only accurate, because the River Thames, and that's how it's said, okay? Someone really fucked with me. It looks like it's called the River Thames. They say it's the River Thames. But, yeah. But it's like an entire massive area that's on water with hundreds of barges and boats. It's great. And I agree, Dragon Age Origins gameplay is rough, but man is the story in Origins fucking amazing. I think, excuse me, sorry. I think Dragon Age Origins has one of the greatest fantasy stories of all time ever. And that's ultimately why I played it and I loved it. Is because I wasn't super in love with the gameplay, but I fucking loved the world and the story and the party members. Dragon Age 2 gets a lot of hate, but I actually really like Dragon Age 2. And it actually takes place over like a decade. And it has real-time hack and slash combat, so if you didn't like the gameplay that much, for Dragon Age Origins, I tried playing Dragon Age 2. It has like entirely real-time combat. It's almost hack and slash. Dragon Age Inquisition is a mixture of both. It's more real-time than Dragon Age 1, but it's less real-time than Dragon Age 2. I still like the combat, though. I still think it's good. And Dragon Age Inquisition also has a moderately sized open world. Which I actually love the open world, because it's not massive, but it's really dense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it takes place over 2 continents. So it's got a lot of variety. There are deserts, forests, plains, mountains, and none of the areas are massive. So it's broken into like 14 smaller areas. So if you like thought Skyrim was too big and too open and felt overwhelmed, then Inquisition is kind of the game for you, because it breaks its areas into much smaller chunks, and it opens them up gradually. So you do one area, then you'll play the story for a couple hours. Yeah, that's true. You'll play everything for a couple of hours, and then you move on to the next area. So it's much more manageable than somewhere Skyrim, where, you know, some people get overwhelmed by having a massive map from the beginning.
Something going on there? When I get over there, I'll bleed you dry!
To you. Get over here.
You'll regret it if I come over there!
Oh, I forgot I have to air zipline assassinate someone. I would recommend playing all 3 of them, though. And I would then recommend not playing Dragon Age Veilguard, because from what I have seen, it is a fucking train wreck. I was just talking to Max about that last night. Like, your character isn't allowed Your character isn't allowed to have boobs or a butt if you're a female, bigger than like an A cup. But you can have transgender scars, you can come out as transgender, there's a bunch of dialogue, and one of the main plot devices, apparently, is a female Kunari, which already, by the way, if you know the lore of the series, female Kunaris don't look like fucking male Kunaris. Number one, nobody in the wider world has ever seen a female Kunari. They're kept a secret. This is repeatedly acknowledged. Number two, from what we've gathered from Kunari, they look a lot closer to female women, or human women, than the Kunari do. They don't have horns. So first of all, they have a Kunari woman who has big-ass horns, just straight up breaking the game's lore, and then she comes out to her parents as non-binary and says, you guys are referred to me as they, them. And they talk about neurodivergent people, and it's like, dog, what the fuck? It's like, if you think I came to Dragon Age for this shit, you are mistaken. And on top of which, I mentioned this to Max before, but I'll mention it again since you're here, Alex. They went back to linear levels with Veilguard, so they went back from the open world of Inquisition, so it feels like a step backwards. Like I said, I really like the open world of Inquisition. It was just big enough to be large to explore, but small enough that it wasn't manageable. They could have just done that. In every other Dragon Age game, your choices all carried over. In fact, because Inquisition was on PS4 and Xbox One, and Dragon Age 1 and 2 were on PS3 and 360, they made a special app just for Inquisition called Dragon Age Keep. You could download it on your phone. I think it's deactivated now, but whatever. But you could download it on your phone or go to the website and make your own custom save file and update it to the game. So no matter what, even if you couldn't play the original games on PS4 and Xbox One, you can carry over all your choices. In Dragon Age Veilguard, none of your fucking choices carry over. So, and on top of which, the art style looks like fucking Fortnite. Dragon Age is known for being dark and bloody. Even in Dragon Age 2, they went for more stylized art style. It was still dark and bloody. And, you know, Dragon Age Inquisition was a little bit brighter, but still dark and gritty. Veilguard looks like fucking Fortnite. Like, I wish I was joking. So, they straight up break Dragon Age lore. They focus on non-binary and trans and neurodivergent shit, which as a neurodivergent person myself, because technically I'm autistic, so that's, I fall under the neurodivergent umbrella. I hate. They go back to linear missions. And, you know, remember, Dragon Age Inquisition came out in 2014, so we waited 10 years for this fucking shit? Great. Okay? And the game has been getting really good reviews, right? But here's the problem. Every time I see somebody give the game a good review, it's always about it being woke. Like, Eurogamer and IGN gave it like a 9 or a 10, and both of them mentioned how they love the representation. Okay, so all of the people who are saying that it's good and giving it high marks, they're not talking about the gameplay, they're not talking about the performance, they're not talking about the maps, they're literally just talking about, oh, it's good because it's woke. Like, I shit you not. One of the guys from IGN said, as a neurodivergent person myself, I'm so glad that I feel seen from this game. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So, I will not be playing fucking Veilguard. I'm not paying $70 for that shit. And as for the whole linear mission thing, Max, I like the open world in Inquisition. Like I said. Yeah, I would be worried about Mass Effect 2. Because them getting good review scores is not gonna make them double. Them getting good review scores is just going to make them double down. You know what I mean? They're not gonna get better. They're gonna say, "Oh, the critics like this. We got a good shiny review score on Metacritic," and they're gonna double down. So Mass Effect has the potential to honestly be even fucking worse. So, but you know, I always try to give games the benefit of the doubt. So if Mass Effect comes out and it looks good, I'll get it. But I was already about Dragon Age Veilguard when I heard the fact that they were having black elves, Asian elves, female Kunari, because that told me they weren't concerned with the lore of Dragon Age, they were concerned with being woke, and that literally from the very beginning set up my watch, my alarms in my head, because that shows me where their priorities are, not delivering an entertaining game, and I take lore very seriously. And not to mention the fact that you could already be black or Asian in Dragon Age, just as a human, okay? So it's not like you had to play a white character. All races were included, just not elves, because the elves weren't fucking black. Like, that's the lore. So it's not like you could be black in Dragon Age 1 and 2. Well, I'm sorry, in 1 you could, in 2 you're a fixed character. No, I'm sorry, you can be black in that too. I remember, you're human, but you can be black in that one. So yeah, so it's not like they're leaving people out. It's just they established this is what elves look like, this is what dwarves look like, and they're fucking breaking it. So as soon as I saw that, I was already worried. And especially because in the other Dragon Age games, you could have tons of romances, but they had fixed sexualities, and then in the new game, they're like, everybody can give it to anybody. None of them have fixed sexuality. I'm like, oh, fuck. But I told myself, you know what? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. If the game turns out to be good, if it looks good, then I'll get it. You know, I won't care about the shit. But no, after seeing a bunch of the gameplay, after seeing the way the story goes, my first apprehensive feelings was fucking right. Which it really does upset me, because I'm a big fan of Dragon Age. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Well, I mean, you know, I know what I'm going to do, exactly what I talked about before. I'm not going to, I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to speed my wallet. I'm not going to support that. I'm not going to save up $70 for that shit. No! But it's still just, as somebody that loves Dragon Age, that has pretty much played all the Dragon Age games, it does really kind of chat my ass, honestly. And that's what I mean, like, they were looking for approval from people that don't even like Dragon Age, you know? They weren't focusing on pleasing the fans. And that should literally always be your first priority, is the fans, the people that pay your fucking rent. You shouldn't even care about fucking critics. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, okay? You can have a good inclusive story and not be woke, okay? Woke doesn't mean including black people. It's not, oh, there's women in this. Oh, there's black people. Oh, there's colored people. It's automatically woke. It's how you do it, okay? The Warriors, like you said, has people of every race in it. White people, black people, Spanish people, like Cuban people, like so many different races. But they don't say, well, I'm a black guy. They literally just consider them the same as everyone else. You know, like I said before, Dragon Age was already inclusive. You could already be black, Asian, any color. You could make your character. You just couldn't make a black elf because in the lore, elves are pale. So, like, they already had all of those things. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I forgot I had DLC. It gives you outfits. Xiao Jen, she's from the Assassin's Creed Chronicles. Alan Wake 2. Okay? I was afraid when they were so prominently showing Saga and she's a black woman that they would fall into the woke trap. Game is not woke at all. And I'm really happy to say that, too. She's, like, not woke in the slightest. It's, you know, so it's the way you do it, and they did it wrong. They did it so fucking wrong. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you 1000%, man. Oh yeah, I forgot you could buy colors. That's cool. I like that a lot, actually. Hey, look at me. And that's what I'm saying. And that shows you how fucked up our society is, man. Whoa! You can have trans scars. You can be have a female body and a male dick. But God forbid you want a female with big boobs. Nope. Like, literally, they've shown it. Like, it became a meme where they showed, like, the breast slider to max out and the breasts are, like, here. Like a boy's. They even had vitiligo, which where your skin is splotchy, like some of it's black, some of it's white. You can have that, but oh, you want a butt? And then we need them. It's fucking wild. Yeah, and then you start getting some of these viewpoints. And when they put these characters in the game, dude, they never just put them in the game, you know? Like, it's never just like they have a black character. They then make the character, their entire facet of their personality is black, and they have to constantly say they're black and remind you they're black. So it's not like, oh, we just have a black character. Like, them being black becomes the defining thing of it, and they make the whole thing about race. And then I lose interest. I'm not playing games to be lectured. I'm not playing games to be fucking, you know? It's like Assassin's Creed Origins. Bayek, one of my all-time favorite fucking assassin characters. Probably overall my favorite assassin character, because Bayek is so well-rounded. You know, Ezio is the ladies' man. Connor's kind of like the angry revolutionary. Bayek is just like, he's happy, he's angry, he's sad. He's black. He's black as can be. They never ever draw attention to the fact that he's black. And he's a fucking awesome character. On top of which, he fit into the Egyptian setting, you know what I mean? So, he made sense in that place and time. And he was a great character.
Ah, Miss Fry.
I was just showing Jacob the first messages received via the mended links. Or you can keep the rope launcher. We've managed to procure another one for your brother. Excellent work. Thank you again.
You're very welcome, Mr. Bell.
So it sucks ass.
Of impartial news.
So, you know,
Free speech.
like I said, I'm not gonna buy it.
But free and brief is far better.
Fry, such caustic wit.
And on that note, we must start.
Good fortune to you both. Call on me anytime.
Hey, look, my sorry, much she's being a whore. Oh yeah, that's right. They added legacy outfits to this game for Fry. I'm gonna check out Fry's. I had to be even that
Now that
mission.
we've finished with that distraction.
Who is that? Oh, you mean you don't know?
Beautiful train you got here. Miss McBean was just telling me all about her. Name's Ned.
How do you do?
I won't take up more of your time. If you want to learn a thing or two about the finest transit systems in the world, you can find me at this address.
Let us return to locating the Piece of Eden.
We need to reclaim London from Stark.
And I was also saying, one of the great things about this game, Max, you may not know of, there's actually an entire hidden sequence in this game that takes you to World War I London, where he's playing as their grandkids.
It's not time for that yet.
I didn't come to London to hunt curios.
First understand the dance, only then become the dancer.
Oh, so you're taking over where Father left off.
Someone has to.
Evie, finding the precursor artifact will give us an insight into what the Templars intend. Jacob, I have information about Starrick's associates that should be of use to you.
And it's not like a linear sequence. It's a full district, a full-length sequence. You know what I mean? Like in the chapter in World War I that you can free roam around. It's not the whole map, but it's a big chunk. So it's not like they just threw it in there. It's like a full thing. So it's like another time period hidden in it, and it takes place during 1917 when London was in the middle of being bombed. And so it's like a totally different district of the city. It looks different, and you literally get to like meet Winston Churchill. It's super fucking cool, and the fact they hid it in the game and people didn't find out about it until release was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And it's the furthest they've ever gone in the timeline for modern games. Well, you know what I mean, like modern timeline-wise for Assassin's Creed.
This soothing syrup has become the only medicine available in Lambeth. It bears the Templar Grandmaster's name.
About time for a visit to the doctor.
I don't see that cure arriving anytime soon.
Excuse me.
You know very well. Tracking down
Yes, I have. Great game. I played Mercenaries 2 as well. Mercenaries 2 is even better. Okay, let's start getting some of the viewpoints. Oh, that's right. I need to change my outfit for Jacob. Outdoorsman outfit looks pretty good. Kind of. But I personally like it a lot better than Just Cause. If we're talking about Mercenaries 1, and I especially like Mercenaries 2 more than Just Cause 1 or 2. Mercenaries 2, you can literally destroy every single building in the game world, and they stay destroyed till you quit the game. So you can really fucking, like, raise the world. The destruction was awesome. Ezio, Edward, Frankenstein, that's cool. Suave outfit, Huntsman's outfit, yeah, fucking Dr. Daniel's garments, yeah, that's kind of cool. If I wore any, yeah, let's do Outdoorsman. Colors. It's not quite as good as Red Faction Guerrillas. You can't take up every piece of a building. You just hit the building until it collapses. But it makes up for that because it's got a wicked sense of humor. It's very funny and over the top like Saints Row. And because it has a lot of really awesome vehicles and weapons that it doesn't. I'd say the weapons, the vehicle, in the world are much better than Red Faction's because I didn't really care for the map that much in Red Faction Guerrilla. This map is based off of Venezuela, and it's really cool. So, the destruction isn't as good, but the world is a lot better, the vehicles are a lot better. You get like sports cars, motorcycles, helicopters, tanks, and you have much more tools. Like you can call down a fucking laser strike. I like Just Cause 3 and I love Just Cause 4 as well. Just Cause 4 is my favorite. Shoot. Have you tried playing Just Cause 3, Alex? The destruction in Just Cause 3 is fucking awesome, and it's also set in a country that's based off of Italy, so I think you would like it. Yeah. Well, see, it just depends on how, because, like, the tornado was fucking incredible. And I still, like, when I play Just Cause 4, I'm in awe of the fucking tornado. Like, watching it literally suck up hundreds of fucking objects of debris that fucking fly around in real time, that was a fucking marvel of engineering. I've never seen any other game do that. And, like, it wasn't a scripted thing. That shit's dynamic. You don't really have to unlock areas, just so you know, Alex. You have to complete the tutorial, like, intro, and then you get the whole map. Just so you know. You don't unlock it district by district. You can pretty much get the entire thing right away. After the tutorial. They only lock the map off at the beginning, pretty much. If that makes you feel any better. Yes, each region has its own natural disaster. One of which is a tornado that's constantly flying around the map. The other is like a superstorm. I forget what the rest of them are. But each one has its own unique natural disaster. And they can randomly patrol the map. Four also has... 4, in my opinion, also has the best weapons in the entire Just Cause series. Yeah, small amount of buildings, yeah, I can see that. Like, the weapons in Just Cause 4 are super creative. Like, you have an LMG, so like literally a fucking minigun that can deploy a shield and turn into a mounted turret at any time. Shit like that. Really cool shit. Whereas the guns in the other the guns in the other Just Cause games were just kind of standard fare. They were okay. But they got really creative with the guns in Just Cause 4. And considering how much of the game is blowing shit up, I like that a lot. I finished Just Cause 4 completely. That was the one I had the most fun playing. A really big problem that I have with Just Cause 2, I like Just Cause 2. Oh shit, wow. Is the fucking voice acting. Oh my god, I mean, the voice acting in any of the Uncharted games, why do I keep saying Uncharted? In any of the Just Cause games is not gonna win an award, but my fucking god was the voice acting bad in Uncharted 2. Not, god damn it, Just Cause 2. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Uncharted. Okay, Just Cause 2 had such bad voice acting. The city of Panau! Like, that, oh my god, it's so bad. Yeah, I like Just Cause 3's World too. Every time you do that, Max, your penis gets a little bit shorter. I'd quit while you're still ahead. You don't have much more to lose, dog. Yeah, I did like the map in Just Cause 2. I will agree. And for 360 and PS3, the graphics and the world size was fucking insane. And it had a lot of variety too. Just Cause 1's map. Yeah. No, yeah. Just Cause 1 was like really ambitious, but it didn't have the chops to back it up. There's a massive leap in quality from Just Cause 1 to Just Cause 2. Just Cause 2 felt like they had a vision for what Just Cause was, you know what I mean? Like, the leap in quality is massive. Just Cause 1 was fucking meh. Just Cause 2 is actually really good. This game also has one of my all-time favorite soundtracks in any Assassin's Creed game, which I mentioned before. I hope... This song right here. Fuck, I love this. God, everybody's giving me my fucking asses. I would just sit up here in a viewpoint for ages and listen to the music. I think Syndicate's really good. Not perfect, but definitely one of the better Assassin's Creed games. And I really like the Victorian setting, so that also makes me like it a lot. This is the only game in the series with the Victorian setting. Plus, it has an entire Jack the Ripper theme. And the Jack the Ripper DLC is really good. You're actually gonna play Jack the Ripper and Jacob and Evie Fry. Fuck, that's a really hard thing to say, dude. I really like both, for different reasons. Unity was so fucking ambitious, man. Just like the sheer fact they could have up to 10,000 NPCs on screen was fucking insane. I have never, before or after, played an open world game that had NPCs like that. And it wasn't like they had large crowds and big scenes. I mean, they would just be massive crowds just walking around. And then a shit ton of buildings in Unity were enterable. Like a shit ton. And I really, really wish that more open world games did that. Because I feel in general that a lot of open world games skimp on interiors. They don't have a lot of buildings you can enter, if any. So I really love the fact that there were so many enterable buildings in Unity, and there's even there's even like the catacombs. So not only are all the buildings, nearly all of the buildings enterable, like a huge chunk of them, but they have a huge underground district underneath the map as well. Yeah, Infamous 2 is fucking awesome. It's my favorite Infamous game. Don't get me wrong, I like Second Son a lot, but Infamous 2 will always be my favorite. I love the setting, the powers, the story. Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you, dude. Infamous 1 is kind of meh. Like I said, Infamous 1, they kind of had a rough idea. Infamous 2, they really knocked it out of the park. Like, the jumping quality is huge. I mean, the parkour, the buildings, the powers, the story, like, I'm telling you, dude, like, Infamous 2 is like 1,000 times better than Infamous 1. Yeah. Yeah, Carnival of Blood. I need to play that. I never got to play that. It's still up on the store for like $5. One of these days I need to play it. when I'm ready to drag my PS3 out of the closet. Yeah, I've heard good things. It's basically like the infamous version of Undead Nightmare. You know, like a supernatural spin-off.
Watch it, you bloody traitor.
Yeah, you get vampire powers. It's like a horror-themed DLC. It's not even canon. But it's like you get turned into a vampire and get like evil powers and deal with vampires and shit. I would have to say Infamous 2. And I would suggest that you hold Infamous 2, Prototype 2. Prototype 2 is fucking amazing. Like, Prototype 1 was kind of eh. Prototype 2 is fucking amazing. Excuse me. You know, Alex, it's on PS4 and PS5, right? Just so you know, man. I think $20. You can buy them both together, or you can just buy one of them. Both games are on there. I definitely recommend it. A Prototype is the same situation as Infinite. Yeah, and they're on sale. Prototype is the same situation as Infamous, Alex. Prototype 1, pretty good, kind of rough around the edges. Prototype 2, fucking amazing. Like, Prototype 2 is better in every conceivable way. It's so good. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking awesome, dude. They overhauled the combat, the movement, the story, the world. It still has Manhattan from the first Prototype, but now you get like Greenwich and another borough of New York, so there's 3 boroughs of New York instead of just Manhattan. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Well, you know how I feel, Max. I like Max Payne 3. It's not like the first two games, but it wasn't meant to be. And judged on its own merits, it's a great game. Yeah, you know, you say that, Max, and then you defend other games that do that shit. And then you defend the fucking movie. That also doesn't give a shit about canon, or being accurate to the fucking games either. Yeah, it's a reimagining. Okay. It's a piece of shit is what it is. A reimagining. These games, I did them. Got in this game, didn't do them. Got in this game, didn't do them. He's like, my shit's like, fuck. Anxiety, man. God, Nevin. God, Nevin, please do me 2 favors. 1, please forgive me for doing sins and deals over this drink. Please do the sins and deals and make it safer and getting the parts of consumer damage. And 2, please do forget about this and anything else when except Robert's gun. And please give me fucking OCD, man. And then yeah, so you barely played, okay. Well, Alex, there's no time like the present. I'd also really recommend you play Assassin's Creed 3 and Liberation. 3 is fucking great, and Rogue. My top 5 Assassin's Creed games are 2, 3, Origins, Odyssey, and probably Rogue, with Liberation coming in 6, but Liberation's really good. And it's only Liberation because Liberation's a smaller game. Yeah.
We need to do something about your health.
It's really worth it though. And it's a really long game.
Looking a bit down at the heels, Fry.
But I love 3. I love Connor. I love Hatham. Oh my god, dude. Have you played the remaster of 3? Okay? Because it's not even like really a remaster. It's almost like a full-on fucking remake. It's insane, the sheer overhaul they did with 3. They redid all the textures, all of the foliage, all of the lighting, all of the character models. Like, there's very little that remains from the original game. It's closer to a full-on fucking remake. Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered also comes with Liberation. Have you tried Liberation? Dude, you should try it, man. You already own it. It's really good. It's not more of 3. It's its own thing, okay? But it takes place in New Orleans and the Louisiana Bayou. It's fucking great. The only thing that stops it from being in my top list of Assassin's Creed games is it's a smaller than normal one. I would say it's like a half-size Assassin's Creed game. It's not like a full game. Well, it's still... the game is like fucking 20-ish hours to 100% complete it. So it's not like it's 5 hours. You're going to get at least 20 hours out of it. But compared to the other Assassin's Creed games, it feels like they made like a quarter to half game. That makes sense. So like I can't put it up high, but it's really good. And like I said, man, fucking colonial New Orleans, amazing setting for a game. And the Bayou, so great. It has like some of the best parkour you will ever see, dude. In an Assassin's Creed game. Because you go to the Bayou, and they have tree parkour like 3, but all the gnarled branches make it even cooler, and you can fucking jump over the water to avoid alligators. It's just really fucking cool. And because it's shorter, they get you into it a lot quicker. You see what I'm saying? The main story is only like 10 hours long. And it's like 20-ish if you want to do everything, which the side stuff is good. So they'll throw you into it right away. Like I said, it comes with Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. So you already technically own it. Hello, Max. Yeah. See, I kind of feel like, dude, if you could just, Assassin's Creed 3, it takes a while to get going, and I agree it does. I just think it's really worth it once it does. And the stuff that they make you go through has a purpose. I think both are good. I don't really think Assassin's Creed 3 is terrible. The original is terrible. I just think they made it better with the remaster. You know, I may actually load up fucking Assassin's Creed Liberation so you can see the beginning of it, Alex. I mean to play Liberation as well. Yeah. 3 had an entirely new engine. And it was much prettier. And like I said, the Frontier's got to be one of my favorite areas in the entire series. I fucking love the Frontier. Everything about the Frontier, man. And just like the tree parkour is fucking amazing. Just the variety, like I just love the Frontier in 3. God, I love that fucking song. Yeah, dude, 3 is so great. Well, man, I mean, the intro has a lot of good stuff. And it's worth it. I understand what you mean that it's slow, but like it serves a purpose. And the shit with Hatham is really mind-blowing and really changes how you see the series. Or it did for me. You know, because they had always tried to say that the Assassins weren't entirely good and the fucking Templars weren't entirely bad. And in Assassin's Creed 3, with the Hatham shit, they did a fantastic job of really showing you the gray, and showing you the Templars in their own way can be good too. And later on, all that stuff with Hatham really makes the scenes with him and Connor meaningful and tragic. In a way that it wouldn't have been if you didn't play as Hatham. So, like, it is kind of a slog, but it's well written, and it serves a point in the game, and I think the game wouldn't have had a good story if they didn't do that shit. So... I also really love the settlement building in Assassin's Creed 3. Like, they took the idea of the villa, and I feel like they made it a lot better. Because in the villa, it was cool restoring it, but you were just taking the buildings that were already there and making them better. And it was just money. In Assassin's Creed 3, I fucking love the homestead. Excuse me. You really got to know every single person in the town. And the fact that after every single quest, you would see a new building or a building get upgraded, and you basically went from nothing, an empty patch of wilderness, to a big-ass town by the end, was so satisfying to me. Yeah. Yeah, 3 has a really great ending. 3's ending will really hit you in the feels. One second, I'm gonna take a short break. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And then I'm gonna, I might actually install Liberation and play at the start of that so you can see it, Alex. But I'll be back.